next year? 154.
I like to see that. I like to see him come up. I don't want to see Earl go down no more. You know what I mean? I don't want him to over-exaggerate himself. You know what I'm saying? It's not. And then having that accident like that, you know what I mean? That plays a toll. You know, his body is not the same as it used to be because of that car accident that happened, man. And you know, when you have to lose weight, I just seen it over and over again through the Olympics, guys drain themselves to get to a certain weight, and that shit does not look good. You know what I mean? I don't want to see him in that state with his condition, so I love to see, you know, if I moved up, Terence come up and see what happens.
Terence said he wants Canelo. What do you guys think?
I'm going with Terence on that.
Why?
I just like Terence. He got that dog in him, man. And he can switch both sides, and he's fearless. You know what I mean? He comes to fight, and nothing else but to fight. And I don't think he's gonna bow down to Canelo. You know what I mean? No type of way. You know, if one way ain't working, he's gonna switch the other way and back and forth. You know what I mean? I just think he give Canelo problems. I really do. Just like I think Benavidez did Canelo.
Those are the words of Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder as he shares his thoughts on Errol Spence, Terence Crawford, but most importantly, Terence Crawford and Canelo Alverez. And he thinks that that Terence Crawford, he's going with Terence Crawford. Now, he never said he thinks Terence Crawford will beat him. He said he'll give him problems. So you got to remember what people say. But he didn't not say that he's going to win. That's who he's going with. And I would go a step farther. I think Terence Crawford has what it takes to beat Canelo Alvarez because Canelo Alvarez isn't the guy he used to be, especially with somebody that can box and move. I don't think he will ever be the ideal style for anybody that knows how to do that. Okay? We've seen him against guys like Caleb Plant and Billy Joe Saunders. And, you know, those guys were tricky, you know. And, you know, see, Canelo depends on brute power to hurt guys and to break them down with body shots and overall, you know, overhand punches and stuff like that. You know, those type of things. And I think with Terence Crawford will give him a pretty decent demonstration, simulation of what Dimitri Bivol did to him. You know what I mean? He would just do it in his own way, you know. And I think the fight, I would love to see the fight, honestly, because, I mean, if he can't beat Canelo, he challenged himself, and he's not a Floyd Money Mayweather. He's more like a Roy Jones because that's the things that Roy Jones did. The things that Roy Jones did were the things that Canelo Alvarez attempted to do, but couldn't do, obviously, because he got shut down and stopped at 175 and had to take his ass back to 168. So he wasn't as big or powerful, as talented as someone like Roy Jones, but he at least attempted to do that. So Terence Crawford is also going down that same path to see if he could be as good as Roy Jones Jr. was at his time of his conquest to go up to heavyweight and then move up the rankings and with different divisions. Okay, but I do agree with Deontay. I think all those things, you know, like he won't bow down. And I know he's referring to Jermell Charlo because Jermell Charlo bowed down pretty much. He took a knee and he wasn't the same after that, and he didn't really do anything to hurt Canelo Alvarez. You know what I'm saying? And I think that will happen. So I'm really impressed with that, you know. Now, as far as the Errol Spence moving down, I don't think Errol Spence should fight at 147. I don't think he should fight at 147 at all. But I don't like to hear Wilder say, well, you know, because, you know, the car accident, you ain't the same after that. Well, if that's the point, what the fuck the difference is for him going from 147 to 154 if he knows that it's been damage done outside of the ring to that degree? What difference would it really make? I mean, you know what I mean? Like, if he's that damaged, it won't really matter anyhow. It won't. It won't matter what he does because as soon as he gets cracked, he's going to go out. As soon as he gets cracked, he's going to go out. You know what I mean? Because he's damaged from something besides that. And I just don't like that. And it shows me that Wilder will look for excuses, exactly what he did that night against Errol Spence. He wouldn't have said that car accident, the weight drain, and that puts a toll. Like, stop. He got his ass beat simple. You got your ass beat simple. There's nothing else about it. There's nothing else to add to it or take away. That's what it is. You got beat. People get beat because you're not better than the guy is on that night. That's what happens. That's what happened. That's what happened to Deontay. He really wasn't that good anyway. He was a very dangerous fighter, but he really wasn't that good anyway. And Errol Spence wasn't as good as people thought he was. And the size didn't mean dick because Terence Crawford shoved him around and showed him that he was a stronger fighter anyway. And he surprised everybody except me because I already knew that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter at all. I didn't think he was going to get his ass beat like that. However, he did get beat up, people. Okay. But I would like to see it at 154 just to shut a lot of people up. Because, I mean, of course, that will be an excuse that they use if they can. If it's available to be used, they'll use it. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder going with Terence Crawford against Canelo Alverez. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!